I found my new favorite channel on YouTube. It is the Disney Channel. You can listen to Disney music all day long. How did I not know about this beforehand? I'm gonna stop before I get like, you know, I'll put a link down below to the channel that I was just listening to, but it's called Relaxing Piano Disney Piano Collection, 3 hours long. What? And it started off with the Beauty and the Beast thing. Like, hello. Perfect. Hey guys, hey, it's Brie here coming at you guys with another video. Before we begin, I just have to clarify one little teeny tiny thing, and that is this is not a man bashing video in any way, shape, size, and or form. If you were looking for a woman who's gonna bash a man, you are on the wrong channel, girlfriend or boyfriend, whoever. So just so you guys know, this is not a man bashing video because I do strongly believe that there is a soulmate out there for everybody, that everybody has a somebody. So again, not a man bashing video. So with that said, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you guys like this video, well then give it the thumbs up and let's begin. So to begin with, guys, like I said, I strongly believe that there is a soulmate out there. This video isn't to bash on men. It's more or less to say, get yourself ready for when you meet that soulmate, you don't depend on them. Nothing is worse than having to depend on a man. You know, we are programmed since we are like little girls that we need a man in our life, that we can't succeed unless we have a man in our life, that we need a man to start a family. Guess what? It's the 21st century. You don't even need a man to start a family. It's true. I just got something in the mail the other day about surrogacy. I was like, what? Like, I'm not 30 yet. My clock is not ticking. Stop. So, since I was little, I have been told that I wouldn't succeed without a man in my life, that I needed to settle down and I needed to get married and all of this stuff, and I honestly believed it so much that I forced myself into a relationship that I never should have been in. I was willing to stay with this man even though every single person out there was telling me that he's cheating on you, girlfriend. He's sleeping with another man. One of my really good friends, we actually stopped being friends because of this man, would tell me all the time, I just saw him at a party and he was sleeping with another girl. And you know, I'd call him up and I'd be like, hey, my friend says you were sleeping with somebody. Oh, I didn't know we were actually in a relationship. And guess what? I believed him. And I listened to him. And I didn't believe my friend. And guess what happened? Slowly and slowly and slowly, my friend and I lost touch with each other. You know, I guarantee, I mean, once we broke up and stuff, we were friends again. Like, she's like, I told you so. And I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry. But I was always listening to everybody else saying, you know, you don't break up, you stay in relationships, even though he's cheating on you. Nobody believed me either when I was trying to say, hey, he's cheating on me, he's treating me like crap. And I lost my voice. I lost who I was. And guess what ended up happening? I ended up getting my heart broken. I ended up losing a lot of things like my dignity, my self-respect, my voice. So many things were lost in that process. So that is why I say, before you find your soulmate, take the time to find yourself, because the best time of my life is right now when I am truly and completely single. I'm about as single can get, because I've taken the time to be single and to be independent and learn how to take care of myself. I've become the strongest that I have ever been. I have found strength inside myself that I never knew actually existed. And that's what I'm saying. Take the time to learn yourself. Take the time to find your own strength. What would happen if something were to happen to your soulmate? And would you be able to take care of yourself? Find out if you can first. You know, unfortunately, I lost my dad at a young age, so I can't say that, you know, life is forever. I unfortunately knew the reality at 5 years old, what can truly happen. And I don't wish this on anybody else. I don't ever wish for a little girl to ever grow up without her daddy, because it is not fun. Or a little boy to grow up without his daddy, because I watched my brother struggle too. But I am saying that unfortunately things happen. So can you take care of yourself if something were to happen? Take the time to learn to love yourself. How can you take care of someone else if you don't even know how to take care of yourself? You know, I love taking Sundays where I just take the time to take care of myself. I put myself first. The entire week, I'm putting other people first. I'm doing my job, I'm having to do this, I'm having to do that, I'm running 90 miles a minute, I am up at the crack of dawn, working on my YouTube channel, on my blog, I am going to my full-time job, then I come home and I work out. So come Sunday, I take the time to just rest and take care of myself. You need to put yourself first also. In relationships, we tend to put the other person first. Unfortunately, this is true. I did it. I was horrible at it. I put him first. I put his kid first. I was always buying groceries and stuff, and I was always making sure dinner was on the table and food was cooked, because dinner was on the table. Duh, Brie. But his laundry was done. Both of their laundry was done and clean. The bedrooms were clean. You know, all of this stuff. He had toys to play with. He had a yard to play in. You know, I cleaned up a yard just so that he could have a yard to play in. And what happened? I got cheated on. I got treated like crap because I put them before myself. I was slowly putting myself clear back here. I was even coming after the baby mama. Yeah, she came before me. Oh, so many times did she come before me. Hello. Is that not an alarm like going off somewhere and like in your head going, girl, duh, of course. Because I was under the impression that this was how it was supposed to be. You know, I tried telling people that he's cheating on me. You wanna know what ended up happening? I ended up finally confronting him and kicking him out, and he told every single person I knew that he left me because he couldn't make me happy. You wanna know what everybody believed? They believed him. Why? Because I lost my voice and I just let him walk all over me. And so that's why I say, you don't need a man to be happy. You don't need a man to be successful. You don't need a man in your life. If you are 35 and you still don't have a man, then take the time to step back and just take care of yourself. You wanna know what? I hear this all the time. People say, I finally found my husband when I stopped looking. I am the worst at that, guys. Before I stopped looking, before I was like, I don't really care anymore, like I don't need a man to make me happy, I would go out to bars, and this is actually how I found my ex. But I would go out to bars, desperate as could be, and say, is he my next boyfriend? Is he my next boyfriend? He's kind of cute. Ooh, I wonder if he could be my next boyfriend. And then along came my ex, and I went, oh, even though every red flag was waiting, every person was telling me, you know, he is actually a-hole, he is actually a douchebag, he will cheat on you, he will treat you like crap. But I didn't listen to them. Why? I don't know, because I believed what I was told since I was a little kid. We are programmed that we have to have somebody in our life. And, you know, love my mom dearly, but we actually ended up in a fight over this because I had finally realized that I didn't need a man. I was in a pretty bad part of my life, but I was struggling. I felt super alone. I was completely lonely and just like a shell of a person at this point, and I was just tired emotionally and physically, and I just wanted my mommy to give me a hug. Like I just wanted her to take care of everything. But that was the thing, I wanted her to take care of everything also. You know, like I said, we got in a fight. She was like, oh well, I'm gonna stop pushing my views on you, I'm gonna stop making it, you know, all about how you need to find a man. I just think that once you find a man, everything will work out for you, and I'm just gonna stop. And I went, thank you. That's all I want. Thank you. And you wanna know what? I think now my mom realizes that I don't need a man in my life, and she respects me that much more because I have gotten out of the hardest part of my life without a man by my side. And I learned how strong I truly am. I am the strongest person I know because I did this all by myself. Now I'm not saying, you know, kick your boyfriend to the curb, kick your husband to the curb. If you've already met your soulmate, that's great. Like, I couldn't be more happy for you because I honestly, like I said, I believe there's somebody out there for everyone, and we find them when we're supposed to find them. At that perfect time, we find them. But our entire little girl life, we are programmed that it should be a fairy tale. It should be he comes and rescues you, or, you know, put your hair down and you're at the top of a tower and the dragon and something along those lines. I think I'm going a little too Rapunzel here, but Or Shrek. Actually, I'm going a little too Shrek over here. So that's what's always programmed into my mind. Now don't get me wrong, because I am a huge fan of Disney. I love Disney, but I would rather have a love like Beauty and the Beast than a love where he just came and rescued me. And you know, like Cinderella, you know, actually I kind of love Cinderella. That's a bad example, but you kind of get what I mean. Like, he came in, he rescued me, he took care of me, he swept me off my feet, you know. Sleeping Beauty, I mean, kissed and whoop, she woke up and happily ever after. Woohoo. No, that's not how it works. They don't come in, they don't kiss you, and then you live happily ever after. You know, I would rather meet my best friend first. I would rather get to know him and take that time. And that's, you know, that's something that you should do. You should take the time to get to know him, because the best relationships that I hear about are the ones that are best friends first. The people who last, you know, one of my really good friends, she's been married to this guy for a really long time now. I don't even know, like 6 or 7 years, I think. I'm trying to think how old her oldest one is, but she was best friends with him before they started dating. She actually turned him down first because she's like, ugh, he talks all the time. Like, that's all he does is talk. He kept trying, but then they became friends. And then one day he's like, can I please take you out? And she went, yeah. And then, you know, then they lived happily ever after. I mean, do they have the best relationship ever? No, because they're still gonna fight. You're still not gonna get along sometimes. But they were best friends first. She can tell him anything and everything. She can literally call him up when she's having a bad day and tell him all about it. You know, sometimes you want to vent to somebody and you want to tell them, you know, what's going on, or something bad's going on in your life right now. You don't like your coworker or something along those lines. You want them to listen to you. And that's the other thing. When you don't need a man in your life, you're gonna find somebody who's actually gonna listen to you and be there for you and want to be there for you and want to stand up for you, but also teach you to stand up for yourself. That's the key thing. You know, sometimes this world can be harsh, sometimes this world can be really, really hard, and sometimes we need somebody who just reminds us that we need to stand up for ourselves, that we can stand up for ourselves. But taking that time too and realizing that, oh hey, I don't need a man in my life, you will also learn to stand up for yourself. And you'll learn where your voice is, you'll find your voice, you'll learn how to take care of yourself, you'll learn how to be independent, you'll learn how to cook and clean and clean. This world can be a really scary place sometimes, but then it can be really wonderful and amazing, and things can happen out of the blue, you know. God didn't put you on this earth just to be a shell of a person and just to find somebody and settle down and be with that person and have kids and blah blah blah. God put you on this earth for a reason. He put you here so that you could find your soulmate. He put your soulmate on this earth also. So he's out there, you know, but first you need to learn how to take care of yourself. You need to learn to be there for yourself. You go out to eat by yourself. Actually, I love going out to eat by myself, and then I take myself to a movie. I literally take myself on dates because I can do that. You know, I work hard, I work long hours, I work my butt off, so I can reward myself with taking myself out to dinner and a movie. That's okay. Go and do something like that. I love going to the movie by myself because I never quite understood, and one of my friends told me this too, like, we never understood why you always have to go to a movie with somebody, because you can't talk during the movie, you can't do anything during don't do anything during the movie, please. But you know, I go to Disney movies all the time by myself. They're my favorite, like kid movies, going by myself. You know, I don't go to scary movies by myself because sometimes it is kind of nice having a person right there, you know. So my friend goes with me, it's just my person. But and then I don't sleep that night because I'm thinking about the stupid clown. Because I hate clowns. You're preparing yourself for when you do meet your soulmate, and once you realize that you don't need a man in your life, once you realize you can take care of yourself and you meet that soulmate, then it's gonna be like fireworks and it's gonna be amazing. And I know you guys are probably like, can she really say that because she hasn't met her soulmate yet? Yes, because I believe in that so much, and I use the law of attraction with that so much. I use the law of attraction. I constantly tell myself every single day, you don't need a man. You know, I used to go to events and be like, oh, he's single, he's single, he's single, hey, you're single, come back. pathetic. That's pathetic, right? I mean, I wasn't yelling it, but I was thinking in my head, like, I should go talk to him because he's single. That sounds pathetic, right? That sounds super pathetic, but it was the truth. Now I can go to things and just be like, I don't even look to see if he's single. I don't even care. Like, I'm not there to pick you up. I'm there to do whatever I'm supposed to be there for. Listening to some legislative thing, listening to somebody talk, I don't know. But I no longer am that desperate to look for somebody, and it's absolutely freeing and it's absolutely amazing. I look at some people where they forced a relationship to happen and now they're so unhappy, but they feel like they're stuck with that person and they can't leave that relationship. And I'm sitting here and I'm reading my book and I'm like, when I finally kicked him out, it was amazing. It was the best thing I ever did for myself, was finally standing up for myself and kicking him out of the door. Well, I wish I would have kicked him out the door. But no, I just told him I didn't want to, and then he slept on the couch. And then I moved all his stuff on the couch. And then eventually he came and got his stuff. This is the worst breakup ever. This is the longest breakup ever. Again, I didn't have my voice to say, dude, get your crap, get the heck out of my house, because it was my house, and get out of my life. And don't cheat on people. Don't do it. It is true. You know, you don't need a man to be in your life, because you need to learn how to take care of yourself first. You need to learn how to put yourself first, so that when you do finally meet your soulmate, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Because when I meet my soulmate, it's probably going to be a lot like Beauty and the Beast, because I have a lot of books. That's not even half of my books. That's like not even a quarter, or no. So yeah, it's probably gonna be like Beauty and the Beast, you know? But that's okay. Once you learn to take care of yourself, you learn how to put yourself first, and you finally meet that guy, he's going to respect you also. And that is absolutely the most important thing in a relationship, is respect, communication, not cheating on each other, and just being there for each other and taking the time to learn that person. Learn about that person, not learn that person. Learn about that person. So, with that said, I hope that this really helped you guys. I really cannot talk, so I'm gonna stop talking now. And I'm gonna go edit this video instead, and hopefully I don't have to keep editing. Editing. I'm done. So with that said, I hope you guys loved this video. If you guys have any, you know, suggestions or comments on just like ideas of truly being independent and taking care of yourself first, or, you know, little stories about how, you know, you found your soulmate after you learned to take care of yourself, when you realized you didn't need a man in your life, let me know in the comments below, or, you know, something like that. With that said, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Mwah! I'll chat to you guys later. Bye.